What if I told you that the moment you show weakness, you're not just being vulnerable, you're activating an ancient program in her mind that she can't control? You think you're being honest, open, real, but here's what's actually happening. You're triggering a biological response that's been hardwired into women for thousands of years. And the punishment that follows, it's not personal, it's primal. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 ways women unconsciously punish men who show weakness, and more importantly, how to stop the cycle before it destroys your relationships. Sign 1. The energy shift. The room changes the moment you break down in front of her. You feel it immediately, that subtle pullback, like she's suddenly viewing you through different eyes. She doesn't mean to do it, but her body language shifts. Her voice gets that careful, measured tone, the same tone she uses with children. You've gone from her equal to her project, from her man to someone she needs to manage. This isn't cruelty, this is biology. For centuries, women have depended on male strength for survival. When that strength falters, every cell in her body screams, danger. Sign 2. The testing begins. After you've shown vulnerability, she starts pushing boundaries that never existed before. Little challenges, questioning your decisions, pushing back on things she used to trust you with completely. You think she's being difficult, but she's not. She's unconsciously testing whether your moment of weakness was a glimpse of who you really are, or just a temporary crack in your foundation. These tests aren't fair. They're not logical, but they're happening whether you acknowledge them or not. Sign 3. Attraction fades into pity. Here's the brutal truth. The moment she starts feeling sorry for you is the moment desire dies. Pity and attraction cannot coexist in the female mind. They occupy the same space, and pity always wins. You'll notice it in how she looks at you, how she touches you. The passion gets replaced by comfort. The fire gets replaced by safety. And once you're safe, you're no longer exciting. Sign 4. She becomes your mother. This one cuts deep. She starts managing your emotions, your decisions, your life. Not because she wants to control you, but because someone has to step up when you step down. She takes over responsibilities that used to be yours, makes decisions you used to make together, handles situations you used to handle. You've created a vacancy in your own relationship, and she's filling it the only way she knows how. Sign 5. The slow withdrawal. This is the most dangerous sign because it's almost invisible. She doesn't leave, she doesn't fight, she just fades. Conversations become surface level, intimacy becomes scheduled, connection becomes forced. She's not punishing you out of malice. She's protecting herself from being disappointed again. Now here's what most men get wrong. They think the solution is to never show weakness again, to become some emotionless robot who never feels anything. That's not strength, that's death. Real strength isn't the absence of weakness. It's how you handle weakness when it shows up. The solution: reframe your vulnerability. When you need to be vulnerable, don't collapse. Don't dump your emotions on her like she's your therapist. Instead, own your struggle while maintaining your foundation. Instead of, I don't know what to do, I'm falling apart. Try, I'm dealing with something difficult right now, and I'm going to handle it. You're acknowledging the reality without abandoning your role as the stable force in her life. Set your own recovery timeline. Don't let your moment of weakness become a permanent state. Give yourself permission to struggle, but also give yourself a deadline to get back up. She needs to see that your vulnerability has boundaries, that you're not drowning, you're just catching your breath. Communicate your process. The uncertainty is what triggers her testing behavior. Let her know what you're doing to address whatever you're facing, not because you need her permission, but because leadership means keeping your team informed. I'm working through this. Here's my plan. I'll keep you updated. You're showing her that even in weakness, you're still thinking like a leader. Here's the reality that nobody talks about. Women don't want perfect men. They want resilient men. Men who can face difficulty without falling apart, who can acknowledge struggle without surrendering to it. The moment you understand this difference is the moment you stop being punished for being human and start being respected for being strong. Your weakness doesn't make you less of a man, but how you handle that weakness determines whether she sees you as her partner or her patient. The choice is yours. The power has always been yours. She's not your enemy. She's responding to signals you're sending without even knowing it.